Beauty about this too is we haven't recorded in like 3 weeks.
I don't know, Jordan. I don't know what you're talking about. We record all the time, and today we have a special guest of the Roundball podcast, the Blue Demon Degen. How we doing, dude?
I'm fist pumping. You can't see it, but I'm amped. I'm hype.
Listen, I'm excited. So me and Jordan have been going back for work. We got to record. We got to record. I'm watching Duke. This is when college basketball starts to get heated up. You know, there's an off week of the NFL. Their sports are dying down. The NBA is going to the All-Star break soon. Like, this is the time people start realizing what teams can win a national championship, blah, 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 blah. So today we were like, you know what? Let's just talk. There's some college basketball news going down. Jeff Goodman, I want to preface this how it went down today. I was at work, and I got a bunch of texts. Dukes came over like, look, you see Jeff Goodman getting dragged? I go, oh, let me look at this, for no reason. And I saw the DMs that from Blue Demon Degen and Jeff Goodman. And let me tell you, I laughed out loud. And I was like, I need to just talk to this guy and let him have his story out there. And it's even funnier that we're just sitting here with a blank screen and him just talking right now. So you can have the floor. How has your day been going, Blue Demon?
Yeah, it's hectic. I mean, I've been at work all day. I took a couple 30-minute shit breaks to just read everything. Might hear about that tomorrow. But today has been just hectic. My phone has been dust. And it all started with a justice. I'd like to call it justice.
So let me ask you a question. I agree, it's justice. So you were just a fan. You were like, I want to do documentaries of rivalries, and this is obviously the biggest one this year. And you made a documentary about Ed Cooley leaving Providence and going to Georgetown, correct?
Yeah.
And so you made this documentary. You had people interview in there, and you threw it on an account called the Big. It was a Big East account, right?
Big East Films, yeah,
Big
which
East
is now
Films.
defunct on X/Twitter. It's still up on YouTube, as far as I know.
So when did it all start really becoming a big thing? This documentary that you made.
I dropped the trailer. I think late November, early December for the entire series, promising 11 documentaries so that all the fans would get on. And then made the trailer for this Divine Providence doc on the 22nd of December. I hadn't even cut the doc at that point, and the response to the trailer made me realize that, oh shit, I gotta this better be good or else people are gonna be pissed. So I cut the doc together, edited, which I love to do, and it dropped it last Monday again while I was at work, which the dumbest thing I've ever done because it blew up instantly. A lot of people loved it, and then an hour, probably less than an hour before it came out, Jeff Goodman DM'd me. And I think he said, did you produce the Ed Cooley doc or something? And I'm looking at the timestamp. It dropped in 52 minutes. The doc is an hour 17. 52 minutes after the doc dropped, he's messaging me about this. So I go, okay, probably wasn't a fan. And he asked what my name was a couple times. And then, I don't think I said anything. Or he said it twice. He said, what's your name? And I said one more time. And then he said, heard you're getting sued. And that was last week. That led into the whole thing. And I wasn't even going to, talk about it really until the account got shut down on Twitter. So I guess it effectively, killed the series in that iteration. So, yeah. It's
my favorite thing, Marty, is the documentary is over 52 minutes. And he replied to you before the documentary was
fan.
even.
Yeah, clearly a big fan. Yeah,
that it's just such a crazy thing because there's outrage about. I guess I saw what's the other guy?
Matthew LeBeau.
No, who's the with Goodman?
Oh, Dowster.
Yeah, I seen him getting DMing you and and stuff, and they're all very upset about the documentary because of how Fanta looked at it, I believe. Listen, I'm a big Fanta fan. I'm a huge Fanta fan. I will not say anything bad about that man. I want that clear. The man just loves basketball. I said it before we even got on here. The man loves basketball. But Goodman is like literally thinks he's like 14 years old trying to like talk like cool with his friends. Like, you're going to be in, how do you look in orange, buddy? Like, that's crazy. I said, I might make t-shirts tomorrow and give Blue Demon some money with it. Like, it's crazy that he said that. And what do you think that like really pissed him off? Did he like exactly tell you what pissed him off?
Well, no, and like that. So, I have my ideas, and a couple people have told me like, "Oh, it's obvious," or something like that. Apparently he's explaining everything with Titus tomorrow, and he hasn't explained anything to me. I mean, he was DMing with me. He was furious, pretty clearly mad, and he didn't at any point, offer an explanation. He just kind of said, "You're going to prison. You're going to look good in orange. I'm going to find you and track you down." So.
Jordan, I think that you should text Jeff Goodman and be like, listen, you want to talk to Blue Demon? You can talk to him.
Get him on.
Well,
Jordan, text him.
We didn't end up on the best terms last time.
Me neither, so who's going to do it?
Or we can loop him in a group chat like you do with us.
Yeah, do it. Just do it and see what he says. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, then he'll have his number.
No, don't put him in it. Just me and you.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that thing.
Okay, I got you.
Just me and you, and then we'll be like, just so. Actually, I think you should, so we can at least say we reached out for comment.
Right.
So we're not talking because listen. I'm so past Jeff Goodman like fighting with him because he literally went on the air and said that I tried to ruin Hunter Dickinson's career.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
And I was like, bro, that's going over the line. Like, that's my friend who is just, we're having fun doing a podcast. And also, what a fun year we had. Sorry, now he's at Kansas. I think I gave him a better career at Kansas, Or, he just did it in fucking self.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Jordan, did you do it?
I'll do it right now. Yeah,
I want you to do it right now. I want you to at least have some comment. Hey, because I know he's looking at. He watched a hour and 17 minute documentary in 52 minutes, so he can at least read his phone that fast.
Well, my thing is the whole controversy. I still don't. I watched it about an hour and a half ago. I don't understand what the huge ordeal is. I really don't.
Yeah, people were expecting me to, or people that watched it, or people give their opinions or whatever, and then they go, "Oh, I better watch it," and they'd come back and they go, I don't know what part was Jeff Goodman. What got Jeff Goodman riled up? People are expecting me to like have a 30-minute cutaway where we trash Jeff Goodman or something. I don't get it.
Well, what would you think that makes them that mad? Like, because a lot of people came out of it, like you just said, it was like, oh, it was just like a good doc. Like, it was pretty much told the story that you didn't really know it, and a couple other like interviews, right?
Yeah. Well, I said it in the Twitter thread. Like, the documentary doesn't endorse any opinion given by anyone in that documentary. I mean, people have lots of opinions, but it doesn't come out and say, "Oh, that's right." And then, obviously, the rumors that came out. I don't know if the rumors are true. There's been no proof, but there's people that believe them. To omit that from the documentary would be a little disingenuous, And then there's the one guy that called him Basketball Hitler. I didn't call him Basketball Hitler. I don't know why I was getting the business in the DMs, but
Let me tell you something. As a guy who hypothetically might have used that, saying it about a coach, people don't take well to that. Bad guy. And listen, I'll give my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that rumors are all bullshit, no matter who it is about, because no one realizes it fucks with people's lives. But again, you are doing a documentary, so I get your side as well.
And people said that in the doc. There was a Georgetown fan who was like, "Yeah, they're obviously bullshit. It's it's coincidental that the rumors started coming out when he started leaving, and there's no proof of it." I mean, we had a Georgetown fan say that in the doc.
Yeah, and that's the point. Like, if I'm watching an Aaron Hernandez documentary, and they don't show that he killed people.
Yeah, it's a part of the story. It's a part of the story.
I don't say I condone it, but I want to watch it for that reason. Jordan, did you text him yet?
I'm about to shit my pants over here.
He responded.
That was a wild comparison.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why.
I want to spend a day in your mind. Oh my god.
Did you text him yet?
I don't know what to say.
Just be like, "Hey," I want you to say, "Hey,
hi, Jeff. Marty and I are talking on the pod with Blue Demon Degen."
Maybe this could be his first part of tracking me down.
Do you want to talk to him and talk this out?
Talk to him and talk this out.
So, Blue Demon, what's your next steps now? What's your next steps of him saying you're going to be in Orange? Did he reach out after that? Like, what is your next steps? The text has been sent, by the way, to Jeff.
Yeah. All right, let's go. No, he hasn't reached out. I was thinking about it. I mean, I've seen him on Twitter. He's been being coy. Is that the right word? You know, he hasn't really touched on it except for that one phone call, which I guess he didn't mean to. And I don't know. Next step. I mean, the Big East. I think it was the Big East or somebody shut down the account on Twitter. I'm guessing the documentary Divine Providence, which is on YouTube right now. That could go at any moment. So I'm just trying to get people to see this thing before it completely goes away because it might. So I have no next step.
The Blue Demon, can I give you a next step?
Yeah, give me the next step.
Maybe the next step is we gotta give the documentary. You seem very talented with editing, and if you get, we should give another documentary to the people.
What about 10?
I'll do 10 with you.
Well, if we're gonna do one more, we can't just do Providence and Xavier. We have to do all 11.
So you want to do Xavier or Cincinnati next?
Yeah.
Hey, I know a guy named Dana Beers that's a big Cincinnati guy. We got all the access. We can go there.
Yeah.
Is he though? Like every time he goes to a game, they lose.
Yeah, they lost big time last time.
Cincinnati fans probably hate him.
Someone needs to talk to the guy. Say stop going to the campus.
I'd rather go to Cintas than Cincy, but
but listen, I think it's just such a college basketball is so funny because there's always storylines and like this was one of the crazy. You don't see a coach that's coached somewhere for 10. How many years did he coach there? 15, 10 years? 11. And then go to a rival in conference. Like you don't see that. So
it's never happened in 43 years.
Well, especially the school itself. I mean, the school has been historically horrible, which is what you touched on, obviously, in the documentary. The school he went to, you got paid more money, but in the long run,
decade, in
the long run, like what are we doing?
They were losing to DePaul twice a year. I mean,
but I'm saying like currently, I'm not saying like historically, like within the last, currently, like within the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, no, you're right, and a lot of people want a lot of opinions were money. He got money. There is probably more NIL in Georgetown, but like then the rumors, and again, I don't like the rumors, but also again for the documentary, you're in
John Thompson.
Blue Demon's an integrity guy.
Yeah, big time.
You wanted justice for it. So if you had to say anything to Jeff Goodman right now, what would it be? Because we have the text out there. He did not answer. Obviously, we just texted, so we'll give him a little bit. But if you had to say something to Jeff Goodman right now, what would it be?
I mean, I pretty much said it today. Kind of just what the fuck. I really don't have anything to do with him other than the fact that he went maniac in my DMs. Like, just what the fuck, man? Why you're attacking some hobbyist filmmaker over this thing? Like, what the fuck? What was the thought process there? I think, you know what is crazy? Someone told me this. I don't know if it's true. I think he was on vacation when he sent that. Like he was on the beach or something, sending these like, I'm gonna find you and track you down.
That's wild. That's wild.
Like somebody sent me a tweet that day and was like, he's in Charleston or Carolina or whatever. And it's like he was on the beach telling me he's gonna go like Liam Neeson mode.
I'm going to Charleston in 2 days.
Maybe you'll see him.
I see Goodman in Charleston. Regardless, I have another follow-up question.
Wait. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Before you ask that question, because we were on the topic in the train, the thought came to my mind. I will say, I know he hasn't talked about much ever since he's disappeared in the shadows, but our buddy Jeff Nadeau was right.
He was right.
We got to give him props.
You have to give
the man flowers of Nadeau. Yeah, he said, I don't like this guy. I don't want to do it. But then he did argue with him for me and you, being like, we got to get some clicks, some funniness. And it was funny. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I'm never talking to that guy again. And then I quickly said, Jeff Goodman literally, like, I'm always there for a little fun banter of like talking shit with somebody. But once you really like go into my personal life of like being friends with Hunter and trying to like say I'm a scumbag, go fuck yourself. And this shows you're arguing with a fake person. blue demon you're DMing a person that is just literally tweeting about DePaul, right?
Yeah. Hey, hopeful.
A hopeful DePaul fan. And I have a very big question for you.
Yeah.
How do you look in orange?
Fantastic.
It
Like a 10 out of 10.
your
Yeah.
eyes?
Yeah. I think orange might be my color after today. I don't know. Got to get an
I-
orange out of Wintrust.
You might have to just. Do you imagine like that's a good diss? Like, oh, how do you look in orange, buddy? Like, you're gonna get sued over doing
Yeah.
a
You said that
documentary.
in Xbox Live playing Halo 3 in like 2010.
So if you can keep this vague, but you don't think
Yeah.
like you didn't when you're doing this documentary, you were just like, I love college basketball. This is a crazy story. I want to do 11 of these.
Yeah.
And you also are just like, you want to get everyone's opinion involved. You're not doing like a hit piece on one person, right?
I don't think it was a hit piece.
I don't either. I'm just trying to see play devil's advocate per se.
No, I didn't put out a doc to be like, well, fuck Ed Cooley. I'm going to fucking destroy him with this documentary. Like the story, I mean, most documentaries you watch, like The Last Dance, like I'm a young guy. I didn't live through that. I lived through this Ed Cooley saga, and it was a saga from December of 22 all the way till the end, all the way till honestly Saturday. I mean, it was one of the craziest college basketball stories I've ever heard. And I thought somebody at some point is going to make a documentary about this, or somebody should. And I thought, well, might as well be me. So I beat everyone to the punch, and I thought I did a great job. I'm really proud of it.
You caused chaos as well.
Yeah, and there's been riots in the streets, not on Twitter.
I'm talking to a anonymous person at the moment, and this is where you've led me.
I might be an AI. You don't know I'm not real.
Listen, I'm on your side with the Jeff Goodman saga.
I hope you're not a Jets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the right side of history right now. Jeff Goodman has not answered Jordan Bohannon's text. So we did reach out.
Suspicious, don't you think? It's a little suspicious.
Yeah, and like just say, also, is it like, can you sue a burner account?
I would like to see the affidavit of that. I'd like to see the transcript.
Yeah, you don't even know who you are. How does that work?
Blue Demon Degen. Yeah, I don't know.
It's also funny, like this guy, he's just like at work, normal day. Like I feel like he lives in like a basement somewhere with crazy shit flying around, and like he's got so many weird things around him, or he's just like sitting on a normal ass couch, just laughing at everybody.
My thing is like the guy he's more of a commentator, like a reporter, than a personality, right? And my thing is he tries to play this two-sided sword where he's a personality and a commentator.
He tries
that's not how that works.
Listen, he tries to do like, and I'm not trying to toot Barstool's horn, but it's like there's a difference of a commentator and Barstool. Like Barstool is just fans that say crazy things like every other fan says. And Goodman wants to be that cool commentator that, when he comes to Providence, he drinks a beer with people. Like that's his cool. And that's fine, but then you can't dip into each one. And he's like, obviously, like DMing a random account, that you have to be insane.
Like Jay Billis isn't doing that. Jay Billis is not doing that.
Straight to the point. Jay Billis talks ball, and that's it. And
Jay Billis isn't following anyone on Twitter. I think he's following like one guy. He stays out of the mud completely.
100%. And he also, Goodman, blocks everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm only talking about people that I know. Like I don't know the Douster guy. I don't know him, so I don't like talking shit about people I don't really know. Goodman just wronged me. Oh, bad guy. Fuck him. And he's also asking, how do you look in orange? That's like when like you, Jordan, when you were playing, like, oh, I hope you learn Chinese because you're going to play in China.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's exactly that. But he's like, hope you're looking good in orange, buddy.
It's wild.
I mean, I'm sitting here and realizing how fucking actually crazy it's crazier than I even put in my own mind.
Guys with that much popularity, it's rare to find. I don't know a lot of people that do that. I really don't. I've had so many people. Same with you, Marty. How many people have talking shit to you on social media? Are you going to someone's random account and DMing them?
I mean, that'd be low
No.
for a burner too. I mean, this is a national guy we're talking about. Like, if a burner with 10 followers sent me, "You're gonna look good in orange," you'd be like, "What a fucking maniac!"
Yeah, and I'd laugh. That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, it'd be hilarious. Jeff Goodman, it was like, "Oh shit, he's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm like,
track
dude,
me down."
you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Like DMs can be leaked easily, and I understand. And also you had every right to do that because he's been
Yeah.
saying that crazy.
I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't even gonna do it until the Twitter account went down for Biggie's Films, and I thought, well, it's probably over now. The end, I didn't want to out Biggie's Films as like a DePaul production or whatever, because people would be like, "Oh, the DePaul one's gonna be, prioritized or whatever." But yeah, when today, account got suspended yesterday, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'll let it rip. And today, it's like people needed to see those. It's just insanity.
Were you? Dave tweeted your.
Yeah, he said he liked
documentary.
it. He was in the doc, so I hope he liked it.
Yeah, Dave, Big Cat, everybody at Barstool was on it. Was it kind of like, oh, holy shit, even though like it was like people are talking about something that he probably worked very hard on, is always pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, he retweeted the trailer, so I was thinking, well, here we go, because I thought at that point he was going to be at the game. Didn't show up, a little disappointing, but
in his defense, he's a horse guy.
Yeah, he's a horse Miami guy. I mean, if I could jet around the country, I probably would too.
Let me tell you, I will be honest. If I had $100 million, I don't know if I'd be at Providence, Georgetown.
I'd be in Miami all the time.
I don't think you'd be alive, Marty.
No, I'm exactly where I should be.
Yeah,
because I mean too much.
And so today, WBR, who's at Barstool, he retweeted it, and Big Cat got on it, the Yak got on it, and then Portnoy got on it, and I was hoping he'd watch it, and then he got back to me later and said loved it. So great,
he DM'd
fantastic. No, he publicly said, at Blue Demon Degen, love the doc, great work or whatever.
You know what? That's fantastic.
It was amazing.
Good for you. That's awesome, because I know it's hard to do. I've done if you want to check it out, Jordan, I did do a documentary about a chimpanzee almost killing a woman.
Wow.
It was something.
I probably won't watch that one.
No, you should. It's a fucking sick story. I interviewed the cop. I'm not making this about me. We're not making this about me.
Of course.
But yeah, you're right. Duke, what a winner. Easy. So Blue Demon Degen, you're right, because the whole thing, it was a game has not been talked about like that, even close. And those two teams were not
very good. They were nothing. I mean, it was the game of the season, and the two teams were unremarkable. No Bryce Hopkins for PC either. I mean, like, it was that game in any other circumstance, no one gives a shit. It was on it, in the morning.
Yeah, it was on 12:30.
Yeah,
and people still cared because it doesn't happen, and people love sports. People love documentaries. You got a good thing. I'm not kidding. If you want to try, I will 100% help you try and do that.
Let's go for it. We get someone to clean up the audio, I'll be invincible.
Yeah, no, I got a bunch of people at Barstool very good at that. So we'll talk after this, but I wanted to let you at least have a voice. To talk about everything.
And I wanted to say, part of the obviously there's backlash and stuff, but the best part about this whole thing, Portnoy tweeting about it, that was really cool. People who admittedly didn't care about basketball would text their loved ones or whatever, or DM me or send me tweets and go, I don't give a shit about college basketball. I don't know who Ed Cooley is. Just watch the doc. Like, I'm tuning in January 27th. Like, I'm going to be, there's no way I'm missing that game. And that was amazing. Like, that's the best feeling in the world.
Jordan, what'd you say?
Well, the great thing about it too is it's a history of basketball that's being documented.
Yeah.
You can everything I saw in the documentary, I thought was perfectly said about the whole Ed Cooley saga. What happened, because that was such a huge moment in college basketball. Because me and Marty talk about this all the time, how hypocritical some college basketball coaches can be, and this is putting this to the forefront of college basketball coaches have such a different persona about them compared to what is, one, put out there in the public, and two, kind of what everyone is seeing, what actually is happening on the inside of a lot of these college basketball coaches that, they'll do whatever they can to get the bag. at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a complicated thing. It's not just about the betrayal. It is a coaching search documentary in some sense. I mean, there's a large part of that where it's how does this exactly go down? Well, maybe this will give you some idea of how these types of deals happen.
Yeah, listen, Cooley has always been very good to me, but I also understand the circumstances of like you did something. He also kind of knew the way he went in, like he knew what he was getting into.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knew that it was going to be crazy. Obviously, he's not a moron, but like, listen, it's an interesting story, and you documented it, and it was fucking great.
That's all it is. It's a story. It was a great story.
You didn't even there's no opinions. Everyone had opinions in it, not you. You didn't try and sandbag anybody. I don't think you did.
I hope nobody thinks that.
Yeah, and listen. Final message, because I guess Goodman did not answer completely.
What a shame.
We might have to put out the text message being like we asked, you know.
Yeah.
But Jordan, you have anything to say before we go?
No, man, you're talented, dude. Seriously, if you go do continue this, I think it would be huge because I thought you did a phenomenal job for real.
Thanks for watching, guys. Seriously, it means a lot.
No, yeah, thank you for coming on. If I make a shirt or something, I will be giving you money. Don't worry.
Sounds good to me, man.
That's just funny. Like, how do you look in orange, buddy? Is quite incredible. I might just tweet that every day and just like, hey, good morning. How do you look at orange?
It was the Boeheim recruiting pitch for 50 years. I mean,
oh, Boeheim, yes, we thought it in there. We got it every episode.
People forget. Oh shit, that was huge. All right, what an end of the episode. Go check out the documentary on YouTube. What's the YouTube?
It's called Divine Providence, and it's Big East Films. You look up Divine Providence in that search bar, it'll come up. Go check it out on YouTube if you haven't yet. It's an interesting one, especially if you don't like really know much about it. You just know he left. Like, there's so much more behind it, so it's very, very informative. And yeah, go watch it. That's the show, and we will see you guys soon.